Greetings. It's your buddy, your pal, your friend, your teacher, your guide, ABW. And looking at this list is pretty accurate. I think I've said this before. I've definitely mentioned these before. White women who exclusively date black men typically are going to be the best definition of loose, as your grandma would say. She's gonna be a loose woman. Okay? White whores are going to fuck with black men. By and large. We go off of what the going status and rate is, and that is that white women who exclusively date black men are almost always gonna be whores. The best definition of whores. And I've said it before, women who use drugs or smoke, weed included, but especially nicotine. Well, there's no especially. It is either if they smoke, whether that be weed or cigarettes, and they consume copious amounts of alcohol on a regular basis, they fucking, and they are not fucking exclusively, and that's okay. But put them in their place if you can. If you into that, break them for what you can, and you know, enjoy that station and lot in their lives and your lives, and keep it moving. Extract and contract and transact how you do with them, and then mosey on down the lane, young brother. And then any woman under the age of 22, pretty much, man. Under the age of 22 now, there are women who are going to say that you are a groomer if you date a woman. If you are over 30, I guess. If you're over 30 and you date a woman that's under 22, especially 18, 19, they're going to call you a groomer. Only you can. I'm not here to judge that. I most likely would not just automatically, as a 35, 40 plus year old man, single, I don't think it would be prudent, or even, I don't want to say impossible, but it just wouldn't, the force of attraction just wouldn't lend itself to, and the happenstance of situations just wouldn't lend itself to me being in a situation where I am dating an 18, 19, 20-year old young lady. Just the forces of nature and circumstance just wouldn't, I don't think, would conjure up that scenario for me. If you believe in the law of attraction, as it may, however you want to call it, I think I would just naturally attract rather 25, 24, 25-year old, at the least 27-year old, who still has made it, because there are levels of women. There are levels. Okay, so typically, physically, a woman is in her physical prime. Typically, a woman is in her physical prime from around 18 to 22. How ironic. That's usually when she's going to be in her physical prime. It behooves you as a man, if you are a young man in that same age, to find you. And see, it's kind of tricky, right? Because if you set down on that path, marriage, kids, that life, if you set down that path, you either want to settle down those roots with a woman that you found, because usually from observation, the best relationships that you observe are those those couples who have been together since they were, the high school sweethearts or early on in college. Those typically have a staying power, lasting to them, relative to just the overall divorce rate. People who do stay together, they gonna have had that type of history early on, right? Then there's the you can get away with being 27, 28 as a man. You maybe have crossed a few hurdles, especially financially. So you hitting 30 and you get you a 22-year-old. That's good. That could work. So she's still at her prime. She's still at she may actually have her chastity, not necessarily her virginity, but she may still have some chastity, which is different, and we'll explain that. But she may have some chastity about her that is valuable, and you have your ducks in a row financially, or on that way at that point. If you've kept your nose clean, kept a few babies up out of the picture, no babies, make it to 30s, a man. You got your business, a degree, career, however it works out. If you got your shit together at 30, and as a man, you straight, you get your man, shit, what the fuck I'm talking about? Get you a man, get you a young lady, 21, 22. Again, she still has a chassis about her. You straight. That's the building blocks for something that could potentially be fruitful and long lasting, right? Beautiful as a companion. If that's the path that you set for yourself, the goal that you set for yourself, which is a worthy goal. Don't let motherfuckers out here deter you from marriage, okay? Don't let a motherfucker deter you from that. If that's what you want, be the content out here that is it gives a very stark reality and warning to what the potential is. Yeah, you could find yourself, but that speaks to your decision making, your ability to discern, your ability to choose wisely a partner. So that's going to require you to do your own inner work. It's going to require you to do some searching, some research. Okay, take that shit seriously. Take it more serious than you could ever imagine. Your partner in life is arguably the most important decision that you make in your life. Especially who you choose to have babies with, have a life with, it's immensely important. More important than I believe that they even emphasize. And I know a lot of motherfuckers out there emphasize, don't get married. But it's deeper than you could ever imagine. It really is like that. It is that serious. But it's that serious, but then it is because it is the institution that it is. It is that gratifying and rewarding when it's done right. When it's ordained by God. Let me say that. Let me not neglect to say that. Don't get me to preaching now. Don't neglect the power of God, because God is love. That's true love. So what I'm saying is, I might have taken a turn here, but love. Let's talk about love. What is love? Love is kind. Love is patient. We know that. Love is not what you see in the movies. Love But then in a lot of ways, love is unexplainable. Okay? And it's a choice. You choose to love someone. It's worth it because it's a powerful force. It's a force that there's really is unexplainable beyond its. It's really unexplainable. Like true love. Like not to get sentimental, but every goddamn the biggest players, the biggest everybody has been in love, real love. Whether you've had love lost, snatched, you've had love deceiving, be deceiving to you, or you've had love sustained and grown and expanded. We all know love, goddamn. Let's not act like we don't goddamn know love. But don't play with it. Don't fuck around with love, man. And don't be naive to love. Understand what love is and be able to recognize it. Again, it's a choice. And you choose who you choose. Choose someone who chooses you. That's the rule. Okay? I love the woman who goddamn loves my black ass. Okay? I gotta force her to love me. I can't even make her not love me. So you know what? I choose to love her back. I choose to take care of that. Cause goddamn shit. There's some hoes out here that how yo, as grandma would say, nose wide open. For no goddamn reason how you looking like a sucker. And because of certain chemicals that you got going on that cause certain reactions in you, you think that's goddamn love. But ain't no motherfucking love. That ain't love. Love ain't stupid, man. Love ain't stupid. So love who loves you. I don't know how I got on that, how I started talking about that, but yeah. And shit, if you find a woman that's under 22 that, and if you young enough, shit, man, don't man. If it ain't a groomer, it ain't a groomer. Only you can decide that in your mind. If someone truly loves you, shit, man. Cause not everybody gonna love you. Not everybody gonna love you. A lot of y'all don't have good hygiene. You gotta understand that in the world. I don't know if you realize how sorely lacking fundamentals are. If motherfuckers don't know the fundamentals, do you realize how many fatherless, motherless, latchkey babies, generations of kids have grown up and don't know how to brush their teeth and their tongue more than a few times a day? Don't realize the sanctity of peppermints and breath mints and certs. Do they still got certs? Mentos, not the fruity kind, the actual Mentos. The courtesy and the clarity that it provides to your breath. Just doing those simple things. Being able to spray yourself, mystify yourself with some fragrances, with some scents that will enhance or cover up body odor. First of all, washing with a towel. These types of things. But so there are people who don't do these things, and you might be one of those people, and someone will love you regardless and teach you those things. And then you got people. See, I think people think too highly of themselves. Everybody thinks so highly of themselves. I don't think highly of myself because There's no reason to. But I try to maintain a standard though, so I have a standard. But I don't think too highly of myself. But I think I'm out. But objectively speaking, I take care of myself. I got good hygiene. But shit, my balls may stink and I may sit around for a while. And there's no judgment on that, man. I'm married, so I can have sweaty balls. You get married, you can have sweaty balls for a couple more, for a few extra hours, then and you be all right. See, these are things they don't talk about with marriage. Marriage ain't that bad, especially you got somebody that was given to you by God. Let God work. Let God work in your life, and He will bring you love, real love. God told David when David transgressed with Bathsheba. God said, "Man, you didn't have to do that, man. I would have gave you more wives. Wives are given by God, but you got to be. Are you husband material? Now I understand that. Now, again, those who are in the class, oh, I'm never gonna get married. Good for you. Shit, I'll never get married again myself, unless God give me another wife, and He might give me 4, 5 of them at that point, if that was to ever happen." You know, but yeah, white women who exclusively date black men, and they typically gonna have them. They gonna usually gonna have red hair. They might be blonde, but they might be. It probably ain't natural blonde. A natural blonde. If she a natural blonde, a real white girl, she might not fuck with a nigga. She'll fuck with an African. True white girl, true blonde, true Becky's. Lot of them don't fuck with niggas. Whole lot of them don't fuck with niggas. They'll fuck with Africans, or they'll fuck with African Americans. A certain type of dude. They ain't gonna fuck with no niggas though. White girls gonna. Anyway, I'm just talking. It's your buddy, your pal, your friend, your teacher, your guide, ABW. Peace and blessings. Sayonara. Hashataki. And yeah.